Hello Amazon sellers, welcome to another guide by FBA Hustler. In this video, I want to talk about the difference between Amazon TACoS and ACoS. I see a lot of Amazon sellers focus on lowering ACoS, but at the same time neglecting TACoS or not measuring TACoS or seeing the impact of lowering ACoS as it could have an impact on the organic rank and organic revenue most importantly. So we're going to discover the difference between TACoS and ACoS, why TACoS trumps ACoS, and how to calculate them both, and what's the ideal TACoS to have on Amazon, whether that's for your whole account or also by SKU, by product. So stay till the end. You'll definitely find this information useful for you as an Amazon seller. And let's jump to the guide. Guys, so we'll start by answering the question, what is Amazon TACoS versus ACoS? And like I said in the intro, it's actually the organic revenue. But if you want to calculate your Amazon TACoS, you'll pretty much use the formula of take your total spend and divide it by total sales and then multiply that by 100. That's TACoS. Whereas ACoS, you'll just take your advertising spend and you divide it by your advertising sales, and that's your ACoS. So I've actually built a calculator on this. So if you want to go to Amazon, if you go to fbahustler.com/Amazon dash TACoS dash calculator, you can find this on the site. Let's use this account that I'm auditing right now. So for the month of September, they've spent about 2,119. So if we put that in here, the advertising revenue is 7,598. And their total revenue, they believe they did about, let's look at the month of September. This is September. They did about 25K. Okay, so we'll put that into the calculator. And this calculator even gives you your organic revenue, which what I said is the difference between TACoS versus ACoS. TACoS encompasses organic revenue, all of your sales, both advertising and organic sales. So you can see that TACoS is 8.42%, which is very healthy. ACoS is 27% healthy as well. Organic revenue is 17,572. And what your revenue pretty much is just taking the total revenue and subtracting it from the advertising revenue. So, and this is about 70%, which is pretty good.
Oh, really?
All right, guys. So now that we answered the question, what is Amazon TACoS, what is ACoS, and the difference between the two, and how to calculate TACoS and ACoS and organic revenue, now we're going to talk about what's a good TACoS on Amazon. In other words, how much should you spend on Amazon ads? For a lot of brands that want to do some budgeting, they're wondering how much out of their total sales they should allocate to Amazon ads. To answer this question, as a whole, it's important to be mindful of one thing, that no two categories are the same. So your ability to acquire traffic, to acquire PPC traffic clicks, is going to vary by category. Certain categories have higher CPCs than others. So for example, if you're in the beauty category, just to get one click, it might cost you $10, $8, $7. Whereas other categories, it might be just $1 or two or three. So you can see the significance of the cost is huge between categories. So if you're in a competitive category, just be mindful of that. But to answer the question, what's a good tacos on Amazon? It's important to realize what's a good tacos on a whole, on your whole account, like as a whole, and what's a good tacos byproduct. So setting a tacos goal, it should be byproduct, by SKU, and at the same time overall on your overall account, you're like, okay, I have about 30K a month to spend, 20, 10K, whatever budget you have. Here are the SKUs that I'm gonna spend it on. So it's important to know your budgeting by account, and also by and how you can allocate that budget towards your cataloging, budget allocation, and so on. So I put this small graph to look at. So let's say, and this applies to by account or also by SKU. So let's say if you're a six figure Amazon brand and you're spending upwards of 10%, you're just being very conservative. You're not aggressive. And if you already have an existing customer base, you don't really have to spend a lot, or one of those low competition categories. You can just be upwards of 10% tacos, and obviously you maximize your profitability. For a lot of, and for most Amazon sellers that I've seen, they're probably between 10 and 20% tacos, which is definitely like the standard. You're aggressive enough to be competitive, and at the same time, you're not overspending. So you're at 10 to 20% tacos goal, which is decent. Anything below 20 is decent. So for a lot of the competitive categories or competitive products, whatever you want to call it, you're gonna have to spend upwards of 20 to 30% just to be competitive in whatever product or in your category in each account. Just to be, to kind of stay relevant, to be aggressive, to keep that kind of competitive mode and aggression on Amazon. So you kind of have to spend a lot, upwards of 30%. So I would say this is not the standard, but sometimes you kind of have to push it that way, especially if you're seeking growth mode and you want to keep ranking for your top relevant terms. Anything above 30%, 30 to 50%, and even above 50% is usually alarming, and you should not be spending that much on Amazon ads. Nevertheless, it can be an exception for a product launch. So a product launch, it can get out of the honeymoon phase very quickly, and you need to get people back to the detail page. So you're gonna have to utilize sponsor ads. So sometimes you're gonna have to spend so much just to build your social proof, to build your reviews, your overall SEO, so your product have enough organic rankings, right? But that's usually not the case for a product that just in the launch phase, or at least right after the honeymoon phase period. So I hope that answers your question of what's a good taco skull on Amazon. It really depends on your category, on your objective, whether you want to grow or not. And lastly, depends on your profitability goals. If you want to sacrifice profitability, over growth and over reaching more customer and gaining more customers. So that answers the question of what's a good tacos goal on Amazon. I believe I have this graphic on the one of the articles on fbhustler.com. So if you head to the site, also a lot of the strategies that I've talked about, you can read in my book, Tacos Over ACoS, your roadmap to Amazon advertising strategy. Once you join the newsletter, you'll get the PDF, read it. So whether you're an established, seven Amazon figure brand, or you're just someone who's starting Amazon FBA, you'll realize that Amazon advertising can really make or break your business. So you'll definitely get a lot of insights from this book. So I hope this was helpful. If you guys have any other questions, let me know in the comments, and we'll definitely be coming up with more guides like this. All right, peace.